Previously on Knight's Quest. We send Jonathan to the Hidgeties. Tell him we need your fucking mine. We'll split it 50 Hidgety.
Jonathan,
Like, there's no way you're going alone, right, dude?
would you like some company to go to Hidgety? Sure, the more the merrier.
You have that picture, and there's more information about it in Hidgety.
Well, that's what I'm trying to find out.
I have to go with you. And up ahead, you see the town of Hidgety standing against this sunset. 3 tall buildings stand quite clearly. You all are coming here for different motives. Some of you seeking knowledge, power, love, adventure, because someone said you had to. In all honesty, no one, not any of the 5 of you, not anyone living in Hidgety, not even myself knows what their magicians and friends are about to get up to. Welcome everybody back to another exciting episode of Knight's Quest. I know you are on the edge of your seat because this week we're finally in Hidgety.
Oh my god.
Oh,
We're finally
crap.
here. But
Hashtag get hyped for Hidgety.
I actually have even bigger news.
Cool people say hashtag.
Here's the big news, and you boys actually, I haven't told Jake or Jamie this yet because I wanted their reaction to be recorded. But recently, as in all previous episodes to this, have been played on Knight's Quest 5.0, and over the past few days, I've been realizing we've done a lot of rule changes, we've added a lot of things, and so it's time to announce Knight's Quest 5.1.
Oh my god. Okay.
So I have some new character
super
sheets.
sure what you mean by that.
I have some new character sheets, so they're organized differently, and I will explain all that. And again, if you go to our Instagram, knights.quest on Instagram, you will be able to see an image of this, of our new character sheet, so you guys can know what we're talking about. But I'll explain it so that we don't have to go look it up right now in the middle of the episode. So I'll hand them out. So here's Katrina, here's Quiz, Leroy, Rainer, and Jonathan. So I have your old character sheets in the middle.
Yeah, okay.
The new version is 2 pages. That's how big it is.
Oh, dude.
So a couple of quick things that I changed. First of all, I just typed out some of the stats in the boxes so that it's cleaner to read. I also gave weapon handling and resistance their own sections, so we can add a whole bunch more details on what you are, proficient in weapons and what you are resistant to.
Oh,
I also
perfect.
gave magic its own stat, because there was a bunch of different magical things that I wanted to be underneath that. So magic has its own stat with spellcasting, alchemy, and Murgic underneath it. I also found a symbol for the Mur
Oh my
and
god,
the
you
J.
did.
So I spelled
What
Murgic.
is that? It looks like Arabic.
It might be.
That's so cool.
It might be Arabic. I just scrolled through Microsoft
definitely
Word to
Arabic.
find a symbol that looked like it. On the back page, I put all the character-related information, so the picture's on the back now. There's a section for the backstory, so we can keep Jonathan's backstory straight.
Right? Holy crap.
It was kind of fun having it.
also-
as confusing as it was.
I also, because this is called Knight's Quest, I have a section for quests on the back page, so we can put things like try to get the silver mine for gold on, or discover the missing bodies when we had them in the mine. So we can, 1, just keep track of what we're trying to do, 2, realize what our characters' motives are, and 3, everyone loves completing a quest. So I love that. But the most important thing that I want to highlight, I added a few more stats too. Under dexterity, we have quick hand instead of sleight of hand, and sneaky. Intelligence is now intelligences. It's officially, that's what it is. And I added fortitude under strength. That's kind of, if you think of what a constitution would be, so your ability to resist, being poisoned, being pushed against, that's kind of what fortitude would be. We just didn't have any stats underneath strength, so I put that there. But the big one is, you guys will see on the right side of the page, there's a bunch of letters and numbers. And these are all different points or things that you can accumulate and spend in different ways, and they all mean different things. So I'm going to kind of explain them, the ones that are useful. So we have AP, BP, CP, DP, EP, FP, GP, and SP, and a couple blank slots in case we want more.
Right.
GP is gold pieces, so now you just have a spot to mark all your gold pieces. FP is friendship points, so you've got a spot to mark all your friendship points. And I'm going to explain a few more of them, just because of the ones that are relevant, and a couple of them I'll leave ambiguous, and we'll discover them later. But the first one on the top is AP, and no, that's not advanced placement.
This is AP Radio News.
I did think about that, but I realized if gold pieces are worth about $20, which we established, I think it was last time.
Oh, yeah.
We needed a smaller unit of currency.
That's probably a good idea.
And so I created the allium puck. That's what the AP stands for, allium puck. They are equivalent to about $1. Yes, allium is a metal I made up.
All right,
so
yeah.
That's, imagine the color to be somewhere like a mix of silver and copper.
Do people call them allium pucks, or is there like a easier
No, they call
to say?
them pucks. Can you spam me a couple pucks?
Yeah.
it's only with 10 pucks.
Yeah, you're gonna call them a puck instead
I
of a
love
buck.
it.
Yeah,
I actually love it.
It's like bucks.
Yeah,
I'm
but
just-
it's about the same price. One AP is about $1. So I gave you guys a couple APs just so you have them.
Woo!
But yeah, it's a very common metal and looks like a mix of silver and copper.
Cool.
The other thing that you guys have, I'm going to skip to DP, and DP stands for Drainable Psyche. Stands for Drainable Psyche. And what this is, when we talked about magic earlier, when you cast spells, it drains some of your energy. And so I thought, with health, I never want to give us health points, because I think it's more interesting story-wise if you get hurt, you just have an injury. But with magic, I thought it'd be more useful to have an actual number to that.
Okay.
So DP is how much energy you can expend when casting spells or using some magical items. Some items contain their own energy source, like the Spark Pick. You don't need to worry about it, but the Reverse-O-Matic will drain you. Some of Quist's spells will drain some of his psyche, his internal energy. So that's what that is. And you can get more of that by leveling up your spellcasting. And there's also some races that just have more. So like elves, if we ever meet one, will have more DP than humans will. And the other one that you guys already have a couple
That's
in...
racist.
Sure. I guess it is. The other thing that you guys all have, at least one of, is a CP, which is a corrupted part. All the other stats you can spend in some way, whether it be money or through energy or whatever.
Right.
But CP you cannot spend. They're kind of a marker of how far you've been corrupted. And you get corrupted by casting magic without enough DP to do so. By communicating with dark spirits in an unprotected way. So that's how you guys got corrupted, is you talk to Baz Al Ghul.
Oh my god, okay.
By doing just acts of pure evil, you get more corrupted.
Jeez.
You can't use them, but by reaching higher levels, you can do different things. Maybe that's a darker spell. Maybe you can associate with an evil organization or a different guild or buy certain things. So there's benefits to getting corrupted, but if you get too corrupted, then you're just evil, and, well, we don't want that. As far as BP, EP, and SP, you're going to have to discover what those are by gaining some, and that's how that's going to be.
Cool.
Also, you guys, while we're doing this, again, I gave you plenty of spaces to doodle and color. So if you want to redraw your character, you can, because there's a fresh new picture page.
Woo.
And you'll have to transfer your inventory from the old page to the new page.
Oh, yep.
I didn't want to do that because that's not too much work. Any questions from you guys?
I don't think so.
Jake, any questions?
I think we're good.
Cool. Then let's go to Hidgety.
I was wondering why you were taking such a dramatic pause.
Our five heroes walk towards the city of Hidgety. It is afternoon, and you see 3 tall buildings in the horizon sticking out above the city as you walk over a bridge towards the city. It's been a couple days' travel, as you guys know, and you finally made it to your destination.
Wow, that's really it. We're finally here, huh?
Yeah, this is pretty cool. It's definitely more stuff than Goldon did, I'll say that much.
I mean, I feel like that's probably not difficult. I mean, Goldon is pretty small. But, I don't know where I was going with that.
I do know.
I guess I'll just describe you guys walking into town.
Sure. Yeah.
I guess I didn't really know where I was going to go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like that should be a moment, but I didn't know why.
Yeah.
So I feel like we all just awkwardly stood there for a bit, and then we were like,
Well,
all right, I guess we're going into the city.
Let's walk into it. I guess there's nothing triumphant.
I guess we're in town.
Yeah.
We did it.
There is no city wall around the city. It's just as you get closer, the buildings start to get denser. The buildings are the same type as Goldon, made of stone and wood. They're all nice. There's a couple that are a bit more ragged, but otherwise pretty well upkept. And as you enter in, you pass signs, advertising for breweries, for alchemists, for butchers and cobblers, for tons of things related to Pidgety. You got Pidgety feather blankets, Pidgety feather cloaks, Pidgety feather hats. Like, Pidgety's feathers are quite on point.
How does one make a hat out of feathers? Oh, wait. Nope, I just got a hat with a feather in it. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind, that makes sense. I'm sorry.
Which are very, very highly
For some
respected.
reason, I assumed a very odd thing, which was that you meant hats entirely made out of feathers.
You don't know. There could be
Maybe
one.
you did.
There could be one. You don't know.
That would be really
Actually, Leroy says,
I'm gonna get like 7 of those and wear it at the same time.
A hat?
Yeah.
How? That's gonna... How?
Boy, watch me try.
you keep following the old Elven Road, and eventually you get to the center of town. Again, you don't really know where things are in town because you've never been here before. But in the center of town is a bustling market, way bigger than the center of Goldon. I mean, there are stalls and stands. There are people walking all over the place, even though it's later afternoon. There are tons and tons of people. Pretty much anything you could want is there. We've got obviously a standard thing like candles, fish, luxury items, but all kinds of things exported from other countries.
That's really all you need is candles, fish, and luxury goods.
That's about it.
Those are the three main
staples
Of industry.
of industry.
In general.
Those are the 3 branches of government.
Don't.
He reached toward his notebook and we were just like, oh no! The Ministry of Candles, the Ministry of Fish, and the Minister of Designer Goods.
No. This can't be a real thing.
Oh my god. I've said it before, I'll say it again. This power was not meant for men to have.
This joke will be implemented in a way you
God,
cannot
no.
understand. Okay, you're in the center of town, and yeah, it's crazy. And there's all types of different people there, too. In Goldon, everyone is about the same.
Oh, yes.
I realize we've never really talked about the races as much. We never
I've
went into
asked
that.
about it, but what we landed on was that we probably haven't seen much in Goldon.
Right.
Of other
I guess
Right.
to just give a super brief difference between, because I know we know Jonathan is a different nationality.
Right.
Am
I black?
Let's go into that.
You could be.
So the Melitites, which is what Rainer, Leroy, Quiz, and Katrina are, they picture kind of like a Mediterranean kind of skin tone.
Like Greek.
Yeah, Greek.
Kind of olive tone.
Yeah, olive. So not super dark, but it's not like pasty.
Yeah.
Just because the region that you in are...
The region that you in.
The region that you in...
the region you in is who you is.
Not like super close to the equator of this world, but it's close enough that you get more sun. But you do have winters and things like that. However, Jonathan, he is a Skogan. He's from the west, where it's a lot more wooded and stuff.
Oh, I feel like he'd be pretty fair.
Yeah, originally I thought of him as fair, but I also thought maybe he could have like a Native American or Central American
Well, I suppose it
kind
would
of tone.
depend on how diverse these biomes are, because if we're talking like heavily wooded, where he's working in the trees all the time, then he could either be very tan from being in the canopy, or if they're more ground dwelling under the trees, then he would be less exposed to the sun, especially if he's working in a mine.
Yeah, how did this boy go from living in like the wooded forest
We
areas
don't
to
know
working
yet,
in a
Jamie.
mine?
Later, just stay tuned for the complete
Yeah.
backstory. Let's just go with... He's not pasty white, because I do have a group of people that would be pasty white.
He's like Irish white.
No, that's
Well, okay, yeah, I suppose.
that's really white. Let's go with he's tanned.
Leroy is Irish.
All right,
He's tanned.
Leroy is Irish confirmed.
he's seen some sun.
Yeah, Jonathan is tanned.
Not a lot.
Yeah, he isn't super dark. But in town you are seeing all types of skin colors, ranging from really dark to a couple super pasty.
I figured maybe we were talking about other races.
We are also seeing those too. Those are the humans, but you are seeing some people that have what looks like more golden skin, and you realize that these are some elves. You also see some other types of elves that aren't gold-skinned. And you see a couple, not very many, but a few beastier creatures, and you're not quite sure what they are, because you're kind of scared, to be honest, of these new people, because you're very sheltered.
So offensive.
But yeah, you're in the center of town. You don't quite...
We're not woke.
You're in the middle of this market, and there are 3 taller buildings to the north.
Examine the buildings.
One of them...
I'm getting better at this game.
You got it. You got this. The first one is, you can tell by the top of it, it has a W sticking out the top. You know it's at the library.
Right.
The second one just looks like a rich living place, so you would guess the manor of the Lord. And the third one is a lot more blockier, and you're not quite sure what it is.
Jake is holding up a giant W with his hands to sort of visual aid, so we can better imagine. Now we can really get in the headspace of, yes, I can see...
I am the building.
The W building. Now I feel like this world is fleshed out and complete.
Fleshed out because it's my hand.
Hey!
Alright, let's get some characters talking.
So, Katrina, I don't really know where we're going. I don't either.
Well, let's see. I mean, our kind of whole missive, I guess, came from Lord Burnrust, so we probably got to get in contact with this city's equivalent of Lord Burnrust?
So I guess we just find the biggest looking building that's not the library.
Probably. I think. Quist, what do you think?
I'm going to the library.
Yeah, we're going to the library, so it's that one with the W on it.
I can still
Okay,
ask
bye,
you for
bye,
your-
have fun.
I can
Hey,
still...
bye, see ya.
Bye.
I've been literally waiting my whole life for this. Bye.
Leroy and
I was-
Quist head north.
And Rainer's like, I was just asking your opinion. Okay, alright, cool.
Again, it's very crowded. You're constantly getting bumped by people as they're walking past you and just wanting...
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to... I'm sorry, guys.
Watch where you're going.
Sorry, I didn't mean... I'll try...
Hey, what do you think you're talking to my friend like that, huh?
No,
No, don't take that. What are you talking to my friend like that?
The man
Oh my god.
turns around and he has a large jaw with an underbite. His skin is a shade of green. He is an orc. He looks at you and he's like, "Hey, you want to do something?"
Whoa, no, we do... We...
Well, now hold on. What are you talking about doing? I mean, what do you?
Listen, I'm just in town trying to buy some stuff.
We're all in town. That has been established geographically. We are
Just in the
town.
way. You're in my way.
Nope, absolutely not. You have two eyes.
Oh my god.
He
You
has
are
two eyes.
okay.
Orcs have 2 eyes. Yeah,
Okay.
orcs have 2 eyes.
You have 2 eyes. Okay, we have not moved. So technically, you ran into us.
Rainer's starting to hyperventilate a little bit.
And what's with this dude's got a fucking bat?
Okay, he wants to be defensive, but he's still very freaked out and worried.
I like it. I like that.
I mean,
That's
what?
cool.
What? Oh, yeah. No, this is my. Yeah, no, this is PB.
Mad
yeah.
respect. But
Okay.
you're a turd.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm very confused right now.
What? Oh,
I'm also not quite sure what this character's motives are. I just realized
Huh.
he would be impressed by the bat.
I'm gonna say he's got a bat tattoo somewhere.
He definitely has like a cloud of bats on his left shoulder.
Bats.
What brings you guys in town? I'm not talking to you, all right, punk. I'm talking to the bat guy, bat kid, bat boy.
He's not Bat Boy.
What, Batman?
You know what? We'll go with Batman for now.
Yes. Bat Boy was very wrong, but Batman, right on it. How did you? Are you magic? Are you magic? How did you know?
Do other people know about the term Mirjik?
I've never heard of this.
Oh, okay.
I know what magic is though.
We need to...
No, wait. He never answered the question. How did you know that was his
Oh,
name?
God.
I just kind of guessed. I don't know. I've got a knack for that.
Wow.
Kind of takes his finger taps his helmet.
What do you just take again. What do you think my name is?
Turd fuckface.
Holy shit, you got it.
What is What is Katrina doing during this time?
Holding her head in her hands.
She's like, why am I traveling with idiots?
I am just absolutely baffled, just dumbfounded at your intellect.
Alright, listen, I may be an orc. Doesn't mean I'm a moron. We are actually highly sophisticated people. If you just get to know our culture.
So wait, hold on. Wait, no.
Hold on.
You already know our names.
My point is,
what's your...
I can understand your sarcasm.
Oh, no, I wasn't being sorry. That's actually my name.
We would
Is
never.
this his name?
Yes.
I need you to roll persuasion, because he doesn't believe you.
Yeah, of course.
And we don't have a deception.
No, he doesn't believe me unless I roll persuasion.
Don't roll the fucking 30-sided dice.
Oh, I thought that was a 20. Okay.
You cheater. And use your
which
new
one's
sheet too.
God. Okay. I accidentally.
I used it to create this new character sheet, and he looks at the old one.
I didn't mean to.
Like
okay,
that.
so persuasion is the add-on to charisma.
Yes.
Okay.
So you got.
That's.
He critically failed.
That's a 1.
How do I have a +0 to persuasion if I'm a prank master?
Give yourself a +1 in persuasion. Alright, you're lying, Batman. My respect for you just went down because you lied to me. Alright, you know what? Whatever. I'm leaving you punks. But I'm keeping my eye on you.
Which one?
Both of them.
How are you going to walk away if you're staring at us the whole time?
Like this, he slowly backs up, also bumping into people as he do it, and you're like, "Watch where you're going." He's like, "Listen, I'm the biggest man here."
Is this the result of my critical fail that it suddenly turns into like everyone in the square getting mad at each other?
You have drawn attention to you guys
Oh my
yourself.
God.
There are multiple people looking at you guys, kind of whispering.
Rainer's face is burning. He's so embarrassed and freaked out right now.
I think Katrina kind of takes advantage of the eyes and turns around. Does anyone know how to get to the Lord's Manor? Anyone?
I want you to roll up. Oh, you don't got good stats in talking to people.
I don't have stats for any of my...
That's because we established that Katrina is somewhat abrasive and rude sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because over the course of the episodes, she's kind of shown herself to be the most competent speaker.
She's
among any
competent
of us.
because she's so to the point.
Oh, okay.
She
I
doesn't
can roll
talk
with that.
flowery. She just gets
Okay.
to it. Just roll a charisma, I guess. So you have a -1 in that.
boy. 4.
Yeah, no one listens to you.
Our rolls are going really great.
All
so
right,
far.
well, no, fuck me, right? You know, just a person from out of town. Thanks for the hospitality, guys.
We're on a real hot streak today. Where are Leroy and Quiz when you need them?
Well, you all just relatives? Booger got Woody Green Man? Is that your name? Green Man? Thanks. And she storms off in some direction.
Katrina, I need
Okay.
you to roll another dice. Roll. I really should get an awareness check. I've just been having that be intelligences, but this is 5.1. We can do whatever we want, I guess.
Yeah.
Should we just make an awareness?
Sure.
Put that under intelligences. It's official awareness. I think Katrina definitely has at least a +1. Yeah.
I
Roll
would
awareness.
imagine she's like.
8.
I don't love the term street smart, but it's something
9.
close to that, you know?
Katrina, as you are storming away, you feel, after it's happened, that your coin purse has been lifted off of you.
Great!
Did we see it?
You saw, as you looked around, a person slipping into the crowd and a wristband, a sash around their arm that is red with a black diagonal on it.
Jonathan runs after him. Hey, you! Stop! And he's chasing him.
Roll dexterity.
Oh, God.
8.
You try to follow him, but the crowd is too thick, and you're not able to part through it, and you lose him.
Okay.
So, Rainer tries to catch up
So
with
now,
the-
is Jonathan lost now?
Oh, no.
Because he's been separated from Katrina
No!
and Rainer.
Roll an awareness, I
I
guess.
don't have awareness.
Well, give yourself one.
What, just-
You have...
Whenever
how
we
do
whenever we change the character sheets, Jake has to change 3 different character
Yeah,
sheets.
true.
because I need one for Quiz as well.
So, just,
Quiz
just
will have
for
a
the
0
record.
awareness, but he's got ratiocination.
Yeah.
Give him a 0.
Rainer takes longer because he's trying to figure out which one of them he should follow.
Okay.
And
You've lost Jonathan in the crowd.
oh god, okay. Can I see Katrina?
Yeah, Katrina's still there.
Okay, Katrina. First of all, where are you going?
I don't know. Just whatever. Right? I mean,
Okay.
hey, we're into
Well-
town.
Well, okay. I don't know where Jonathan is, and I don't love the idea of us getting split up. So I'm gonna try to find him.
Is there any sort of like where are we in the? Are we just still in the outskirts of town?
You're in the middle of town.
Oh,
You're,
so
you're
we're
in the
town
market
now.
square.
type
Okay,
thing,
is there
yes.
any? Is there like a fountain or a clock tower or anything?
Yeah, there's the 3 tall buildings in the north that are can really see.
Like down the street?
Yeah, actually, they're down.
Okay, but I'm saying
the main
like
street.
in the town square, are there any defining features or like is there anything that you'd be able to look above the crowd and say, oh, that's a thing?
The marketplace itself is kind of a mess of just like makeshift stands that are kind of in the middle of this large flat area, surrounded, and the edges of the market is a bunch of permanent buildings.
I just had an idea. How good is my relationship with PB?
I mean, you've been hanging out for the past couple of days.
He can sort of communicate things to me because back in the mind, he was trying to get me to understand. Do this.
Yes.
So, this is weird because I haven't asked him to do things before, but Rainer's going to give it a shot because he's panicking.
Let's do it.
And he kind of faces him. I think PB is still hanging on the stick out of the bag, and he's like, "Okay, I'm not 100% sure you can understand me, so this is kind of crazy, but I really hope you can fly up above this crowd and find Jonathan, and then kind of guide us in that direction so we can find him. Okay?
Roll camaraderie.
What does my bat do?" Oh, that's an 18 plus 4. That's a 22. Yay.
PB nods his little bat head and
PB!
flies up into the crowd. You can kind of see him circling for a little bit. No one seems to notice, as there are birds flying around too, so no one really notices the bat flying up. But Jonathan, you are looking around, and so you do see PB.
Oh, that would be way easier if we just wait for Jonathan to come to us because he sees where the bat is.
Do I?
Maybe you don't actually, but PB flies down. You rolled for awareness.
That's an 8.
That's an 8. No, I guess you didn't.
No.
It's a bat.
PB does fly down to you.
Okay.
It kind of squeaks.
I think Jonathan's maybe startled at first, like, oh, jeez, a bat! Oh my God, I thought this was a nighttime thing.
But you recognize PB.
Yeah.
Who brings you back towards the group.
Yeah, we did it. We beat Knight's Quest.
For finding Jonathan, you get a friendship point.
Hey, all right.
Let's dish these mad boys out.
Absolutely. Now I have 4.
Oh, you have tons.
I should
probably stop giving you them.
I have no idea why I had 3. Last time I remember I had 1, but apparently I have 4
you got a
now.
couple during the travel episode.
Yes, that's true. Thank you for reminding me.
Episodes. Okay. You're all back together.
All right, are we good? Do we have everything except the money? All right, let's go. Thank you. Great. And she starts to walk towards the buildings.
You guys follow?
Yep. Right. Rainer feels shitty because he briefly forgot that Katrina just had her money stolen because he was so worried about Jonathan and the whole bat escapade.
And I think probably like down the street we could probably still see like Quiss and
they're a little bit ahead of you.
Right.
So we're gonna jump to them. So Leroy
They're going to the library.
and Quiss
They're going to library.
Are going to library, which is much bigger than the Goldon Library.
Yeah.
And not only height,
it's a mega library.
not only height, but also just the size of it.
It's an evangel library.
Bigger.
For the library congregation.
It's also a lot more ornate with a lot more
so it's
carvings.
a Catholic library.
Oh my God.
There's no Catholicism. It's just bigger.
It would be interesting if the cities had like different,
different shades.
So like a hardcover and a paperback.
I'll let you know this much right now. There are different denominations of writerism.
Okay. All right.
We just haven't gone far enough for people to
right.
have those yet.
So have we established like the denominations of the characters we're playing as? Like, are there going to be issues with characters going into certain libraries?
We gradually and
we're slowly learning them.
Okay.
Yeah. And
we've done enough info dumping today already.
Well, I'm just going to say, like, if Quiss like shows up to this library and realizes, oh, they're like this denomination, is he going to be like, oh?
The 2 denominations that we've talked about are the different sects, you could say. We have Panity, which is the belief that is currently held in Glenwood. The main thing is that they believe that anyone could be the hero of the story, so they all act as if they are the one with free will. And then there's traditional writerism, where they believe that there is one that will come at some point, but they don't describe that it has to be me.
So then there's got to also be a denomination that believes that the hero has already come.
Yes, there are. Well, we'll get to that. But yeah, there's lots of different denominations. There's differences in how much control the writer has, whether it's all the details or just the big picture. There's some that believe that the writer is a certain deity, like the elvish deity or whatever. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. let's make things happen. Let's get the story going. Keep it going.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys make it to the library.
Okay, Chris. Now let's get before we enter. Let's get our game plan straight. What do we? You said you're. I'm kind of following your lead. You knew there was going to be something here about the pictures.
Well, yes, they have a very specific book about lost histories. Not necessarily the histories themselves, but potentially some written down retellings of the ancient history that might potentially give me a clue as to what's going on.
Okay, so we're looking for a book on lost histories to help us figure out what this cow is.
Yes, the main trouble, though, is the book itself is kind of lost within the library, so we're going to have to find it.
Have you been here before to this library?
I believe we've established in canon that no, he has not.
No,
if that helps.
I was just told that it would be here.
Okay, cool. Want some bread?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna have some of my special bread.
Oh, okay.
Takes a couple bites. He's like,
Okay, I'm ready now. Let's get this show on the road.
I don't like that. I don't like what that means. And then we go inside.
You enter into the library, which again is a lot more grand in size. The bookcases reach up to 3 stories tall with long ladders that can roll across the bookcases. You can reach the top of shelves. There are a bunch of larger open books kind of on some tables with people writing in them. Some of them people are just reading in them. In the center of the room, again, there's kind of like there would be some benches in case there was a religious ceremony in here, leading towards the center of the room where there's an elevated platform with, again, a podium on it with a very, very big book and a man kind of reading that book who is wearing the same attire that the reader in Goldon did. A white robe with a gold tassel around it and a hat with a feather in it standing there. And he's a large, hardy man with a faded beard.
Hello, young followers. Writer's blessing be upon you. What have you come to find?
We're here looking for a lost book.
Well, I suppose aren't all books lost?
No. I didn't. I'm gonna be honest. I
don't think so.
Pardon me, I sometimes get lost in my own words. I don't always know what I'm saying. Which book in particular are you looking for?
Chris, what was it called again?
The Book of Lost Histories.
Ah, yes. Many have sought after it. I myself has lost track of it. I don't remember who originally lost it, but it is within the library still.
It's in here.
Yes.
Somewhat ironic.
Okay, so not to be offensive, but your library isn't organized?
Oh, it's very organized, but I believe someone checked it out to read, and then in the thralls of reading the written word, lost themselves in the library, and when we found them, the book was not with them.
Leroy raises his hand.
Yes.
Okay, so if it's lost, how are we supposed to find it?
Well, I believe that is up to you.
Chris, are we down for this?
Well, I mean, we came all this way.
Okay, cool.
Good luck, young masters.
Man, that reader was cool. Chill, dude.
Yeah, I really like this voice. Reminded me of Ian McKellen.
Ah, yes, the famous bard.
Yeah, Fantasy Ian McKellen.
Fantasy Ian McKellen.
He's good friends with George Michael.
Yeah.
Fantasy
George Michael.
Fantasy Ian McKellen.
Yeah.
Very good voice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I hope we never see him again and never get to use that voice again.
Oh, you didn't like it?
Well, no, I loved it, but odds are, I mean, it's just one reader in one library.
Okay, Leroy turns around. Excuse me, Mr. Reader.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Bye. Thanks.
It's quite all right. I wasn't doing anything important.
He gets back to his reading.
All right. Where do we start?
I mean, I suppose the quickest way to cover ground would be to split up. So I'll cover the left wing of the library, and you cover the right wing, and then
Wait, hold on. Question. I did not know libraries could fly.
I'm going to keep talking.
Okay.
My boy Leroy.
So you go that way,
That way, I know that.
and I'm going to go this way. And then
Last histories.
in 20 minutes, we're going to meet back up in the middle of the library.
With the nice fantasy Ian McKellen reading.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay. Go.
Go! I beat you to it. Bye.
All right, Leroy splits off. We'll do a little bit more here. And so, Quiz, as you are searching, what sections again, you know your way around a decent library.
Right.
You know,
I think
sorted.
I think Quiss knows that the book isn't going to be where it's supposed to be, because if it was, then it wouldn't be lost. So he completely ignores ancient history, and he also ignores excluded texts.
Okay.
And so I think maybe he's checking out, like, maybe there are some pews with like little tables in front of them, like kind of a reading nook, but it's more like worship type stuff. So I think maybe he goes and starts like checking under pews and like looking around that area.
So you're bending over a lot, probably crawling to look under these. As you are bending on the ground, crawling, searching through all these books, pulling out books on history of Glenwood, the reign of the Elven Empire, how to make Vandalic tea at home, books about 3 steps to making a good farm. All kind, literally everything from common to fantastic. Got books on are centaurs real and how do I become best friends with one. That's the title of the book. All kinds of books. But as you're searching, you accidentally bump into another person who is also crawling on their knees looking for books.
Oh, hello. I'm sorry. Pardon me.
Excuse me, I am so sorry. I did not mean to get in your way. As you look at this person, you realize it is not a human. It is...
Is the person being sarcastic? I couldn't... That sounded very, passive-aggressive.
It is a person, again, with golden skin, pointed ears.
Ooh.
And they're wearing a long, flowing robe. It is a high elf.
Okay. Does that mean anything to me?
Roll intelligences or magic.
19.
Cool. From your studies of magic that actually a lot of your people who trained you in magic were high elves because of just their blood type. They're a lot better at doing magic. But you know that high elves, there's not a whole lot of them anymore. The Elven Kingdom has kind of been decimated over the centuries. But they are still found throughout the world doing magic. But most importantly, they are often found as scribes, which is a type of religious work. They travel the land, recording and collecting stories to be archived, as this is a holy work.
Oh, my apologies, listening one. May your inkwell never empty.
Thank you.
I like that.
I appreciate that very much. That you recognize my position. You must be a very learned person. He stands up.
You are very tall.
Yes, I am. Us elves are very tall in stature, and we hold ourselves with high regard, as that is the way the writer has created us. Now, tell me, what knowledge are you seeking?
Well,
I can sense that you are on a quest for learning.
I think maybe in his hurry, inwardly, he's thinking, "Oh, how did you guess that? The fact that I'm in a fucking library." But outwardly, he says, "I'm seeking the tome of lost histories."
Lost histories. Yes, I have too heard of this tome. I'm not quite looking for the same thing, but I am, as you know, as a scribe, I travel and I look for things that have not been brought back to the world's memory. And we need to find this book as well. And I'd love to help you.
That would be great. Myself and my compatriot are currently searching in opposite ends of the library. I mean, what am I taking you away from? What were you doing?
Oh, I was just looking for books that were not on the list of books that we have back at the world's memory.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're interested in helping, you could always check the north section, and then we are planning on meeting up in the center of the library in 20 minutes.
Yes, I would love to. And what is your name?
Oh, my apologies. My name is Quiss.
Well, very nice to meet you. He extends his golden hand. My name is Farin.
Okay. I'm glad you came up with that one because everything in my head was garbage. Because all I could come up with was quaff.
Quiz and quaff.
Quiz quaff.
Farin.
Yeah, that's where I'm at tonight. Creative juices.
I got distracted by drawing my picture, so I didn't really get that until 10 seconds later.
Yeah, creative juices are stagnant.
We'll get there, folks.
Oh boy. You guys, I know it's just a picture, but I cannot express how emotionally invested I am in Pastry Bat. If this character is hurt for any reason, I'm going to just lose it. I'm probably going to quit the podcast. I'm just going to that's going to be the end.
Okay, so you all separate and continue to search through the library.
Yeah.
We're now going to do a fade cut to our other three heroes. Jonathan, Katrina, and Rainer. You guys head up the road, the main road of town, towards these three buildings. You walk past the library on your left and this blockier building on your right, and you head towards the manor, which is at the end of the road. It is much bigger than Lord Burnruss Manor, which was kind of humble as far as manors go. It is at least 3 stories tall, again with a little peak in the center of it, with a diamond stained glass window in the center of the building right above the main door. Lots of lovely plants around the edges. You can even hear a little fountain trickling nearby. And the road leading up to it is nicely paved. And it's just a very clean, washed building.
On the way before they get there, Rainer is feeding Peebee a little bit of his bread from his rations, and he's just saying things like, "Thank you so much. You did such a good job. I'm really glad you found him. Thank you so much. Oh my god."
Peebee smiles and kind of nudges into your shoulder a little bit.
Oh my god! I'm so glad I have a pet. All right, moving on.
I guess Katrina, knocks? Yeah, knocks, I suppose.
You knock at the door, and the door opens, and on the other side you see a guard. He doesn't have, plate armor on, but you can tell he's got a uniform, he has a helmet, and he's holding a halberd. He's got a halberd in his right hand.
What is that one again?
It's a spear with an axe.
Ah, yes, thank you.
And he's like, "Who goes there?"
Wow!
I'm Katrina Gorbo from Goldon, and these are my traveling companions. We're here to speak to the Lord about the mine.
Now this time we need to create a lord's name.
Lord?
Literally the only thing that I can think is Pedgywick. Lord Pedgywick.
Pedgywick of Hidgety?
Yeah, Lord.
Don't write that down.
Lord Pedgywick of Hidgety.
I thought it was implied that we were going to keep thinking.
That's the best one we got so far. Keep going.
What about Cartham?
Cartham?
Lord Cartham.
Sure.
Better than Pedgywick?
C or K?
C.
A-M?
Yes.
Cartham. Lord Cartham.
His first name is...
Pedgywick.
What?
Pedgywick Cartham.
Okay, that's actually not bad. That could work.
Call him Peggy.
Lord Cartham.
How do we spell
Please,
Pedgywick?
Call me Lord Cartham.
Please do.
Don't call me anything else.
P-E, the music symbol.
What?
You guys
can't just throw that in.
For G.
You guys gotta see the music symbol. It is something.
There you go.
Wick.
Yeah.
So the one that's a G and a J combined?
This whole time I've been trying to think of the name...
Pedgywick.
Yeah, Pedgywick.
The fake...
Pedgywick.
Yeah.
Pedgywick Cuthram?
Cartham.
That was it.
Pedgywick Cartham.
When I was trying to think
That's
of
a man.
I was trying to think of a first name for him, and I was trying to think of the fake name they give the guy in A Knight's Tale, and I can't think of what it is.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Lord Pedgywick Cartham is very busy.
Rainer goes, sorry.
And now we're.
Are you scoffing at the name of the Lord?
I did not. I would never.
Okay, how about I do the talking? How about I do all of it?
Yep.
There should have been a message sent ahead about our arrival. We need to speak with the Lord.
What business do you have with Lord Pedgywick Cartham of Hidgety?
Is there someone else we can talk to? Anyone else?
I am the guard of the door.
You are God.
Guard of the door.
Is there another guard that we can... When do you switch shifts? You have to sleep sometime.
I am the evening shift of the door.
Hello, he yells, but is anyone else home?
You peer through the door, you see someone sweeping, he kind of looks at you and he's just shaking his head and sweeps away.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for your help.
Why don't you just tell me your business?
I've already told you we are here to talk about the mine.
Oh, I either missed that or you didn't say it.
I definitely said we're here from Goldon to talk about the mine.
She said it.
Well,
I'm sorry, what is your name?
Ulrich. That was the name I was trying to think of. Ulrich.
My name is Ulrich, guard of the door.
Is that hyphenated?
Ulrich, guard of the door.
It is title and name.
He really kind of had his career
Is it a-
path set out for him when he was born.
Is it a family thing, or?
I kind of made it out for myself.
Well, I mean,
No one else was guarding the door well enough.
I mean, obviously, it's working very well for you.
I don't let people in unless they have a good enough reason.
To
Speaking
come
of,
through the door!
this is getting very strange.
I need you to roll charisma to see if you've.
Well, that's not going to get us.
You can even do
anywhere.
persuasion. Do persuasion.
I can roll charisma.
That's still not going to get us anywhere. Oh, it's a 19.
Oh, hey.
Okay, I think that's a good enough reason. You can come in through the door. I validate. He takes his halberd and he like knights you on your shoulders as you walk in.
Oh my god.
You may enter through.
Wait, each of us individually?
Each of you
Maybe
individually.
Katrina's like awkwardly, kind of like ducking out of the way. Oh my god. Okay.
Don't move. I might accidentally hit your head.
Please don't.
Oh my god.
I grant you access through the door. Lord Pedgwick Cotham of Hidgety is just down that hall. There's no door there, so I don't have to guard it.
That's why I'm guarding this door.
It's the best door in the whole place.
And I think as
Look at its craftsmanship.
I think as everyone's like walking by, Jonathan is like, oh my god, your shoe's untied.
What?
And then he flicks him in the nose.
Roll for pranking. Roll for pranking.
God. Oh, Lord.
8.
You go to flick him in the nose, and you just kind of hit his chin.
Wait, don't
Good.
you have a bunch of add-ons
That's okay.
for that?
He did that already.
Oh, you already did. Okay.
But he's still annoyed. How dare you insult the guard of the door?
Oh no insult. It's a very common Goldon greeting.
It's a sign of respect.
Is this true?
Absolutely. And I'm willing to roll my charisma
Roll
if you
it,
want
roll
me
it,
to.
roll it, roll it, roll it,
motherfucker.
roll it.
That's a 10, 12. 12 total.
Okay, I guess I've never been there before. The doors are not up to my standard. I do not adore your doors.
So you've never been there, and you're already hold on, wait. You've never been there, and you're just straight up bashing our carpentry?
I've just never heard anything admirable about your doors. You have nice gold, I hear,
God,
but no
I mean,
golden doors.
How do you know?
Cause no one said that you do.
You've never been. Are you a ghost now?
You know what, Lord Pedgwick? Gotham is ready to see you now.
Everything he says is like yelled across an echoing chasm.
The guy sweeping's like,
We're right here.
the guy sweeping, he's kind of hunched over. He's like, yeah, the Lord is ready for you if you want to just pop in there.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Much appreciated.
I didn't think as they're walking away, Jonathan's like, hey, your shoes untied.
I'm not fine.
Hey.
I
And
don't
now
even have laces on my
Now they're best friends. Wow.
And here's what I'm
Okay,
saying: best
yeah.
characters are made up in the spot. Ulrich, guard of the door, is our favorite people.
Oh, my Lord in heaven. My jaw hurts.
Okay, so you head
Okay, yes.
straight down.
Leroy and Quist are not having half this much fun, I'll tell you that.
Oh, you have no idea.
Yet. Wait a minute. Are we knights now? We just got knighted. Is this a true knight's quest?
No, you're not knights. I don't have that power.
Then why did he do the thing?
It's just my blessing. Now keep moving. The story literally has to progress somehow.
I didn't mean to be asking you this in character, but thank you, sir. I guess I am now.
Alright, you walk ahead. You move forward. You walk down the
Yes.
hallway again. Lovely tapestries. You know, you've seen tapestry before, but a lot more tapestries
Yeah.
than paintings. Very ornate, describing battle scenes. Looks like deities or spirits. Just very lovely scenes as you walk down this wide hallway, which is nicely tiled and lit. And at the end of the hallway, it goes into a larger room, similar to what a throne room would be like. If you want to picture that grander, there's some longer tables. And at the end of it is a bigger desk. I guess it's not really a throne, it's just a big desk. Tons of papers and books and a couple of lamps and candles.
What kind of a person is Cartham? Does he seem like, just from the room itself, does he seem like a vain person? Does he seem like he's like a malicious person?
Your first glance at Cartham, he looks very busy. He is doing a lot of writing himself, and there are also a couple of people next to him writing and whether transcribing or taking notes.
Interesting.
He's whispering some things towards them. He looks very stressed. You can see bags under his eyes. He doesn't look terribly old, middle aged. So he's got some gray hair in his hair, and he looks like he's been very stressed for a long time. So he's very weathered, not like a ghastly, like a skeletal person, but not healthy.
Just tired.
Yeah.
Are you going to be?
Yes, I will be.
Okay.
I will be Pedwick Cartham. Pedwick Cartham does not see you enter. He's so busy with all his papers and whispering to the two people, one to his left, one to his right.
Yeah.
On the long, it's a large desk now, large enough to fit 3 people on it.
I think Katrina just kind of like quietly, just like.
He doesn't notice that.
And I think Jonathan sees that and goes, "Wow, there sure is a lot of important things going on in this room."
Pedwick looks up and
That does the trick.
Oh, excuse me, sorry, with lots of papers to do.
he whispers to the people next to him.
Just keep going, I want to make sure we get this done before the end of the day. It's very important. Yes, and who are you? I assume it must be important if Ulrich lets you in.
My name is Katrina Gorbo. We are from the Gorbo mine.
Yes, I believe.
He rifles through a large stack of paper.
Yes, I got a note about that a day ago. Was delivered here by bird. Not Pidgey. Those damn things aren't very good at flying, but they do make money. Anyway, yes, it says here not a lot of information. Something about the silver mine. What's going on?
We had to shut down operations at our mine, and as you
that's
know,
tragic.
The Goldon mine accounts for much of our income and job security within the town.
Yes.
So I am here as an emissary to secure the mine workers from our town jobs in your mine and potentially create a trade agreement between our towns to trade jobs, currency, and goods.
Cartham is, as he's listening to you, he keeps whispering to the people next to him because they keep asking him questions. Again, you can kind of tell he's only giving you like half his attention. He says, yes, that sounds like a marvelous idea. It truly does, but in all honesty, all the paperwork and legal things about transferring ownership and authorization, all that, I do not have time right now.
Oh, no. We're not asking for any stake in the mine. We just want to work here. I mean...
No, I understand what you're trying to say. Yes, no, yeah, transfer that one. No, I get what you're saying, but truly, if we want to make this a proper transaction, I remember talking to... Burnrus is your lord's name, right? Yes. Burnrus. Yes, I remember talking to him about this a few years ago, just as an idea. He came up here and we chatted. And honestly, if we were to do this properly, we'd have to just get a lot of things filled out. And, it hasn't been operated in years, so we'd have to make sure it's safe and everything. And honestly, I don't have the time to properly transfer that with, having to send all my militia off to fight the Polishmen and all the
wait. Hold on. What?
Sending off all of my militiamen to fight the Polish and all of the thieves, ruining my trade.
Lord Cartham, are we at war? Is this something I would know? Are we at war?
Confused.
I knew you guys would ask this question. Goldon, it's kind of been out of the loop as far as big things. That's something that your region head would be the person who relays information. And your region head
what? That makes sense.
Is Noble Mincer. And before that, you didn't have...
Suddenly it all makes sense.
So you haven't been informed of a lot of the things going on. So if you want to ask this guy questions, go right ahead. He says, well, I guess it's not an outright war, but, Pools are the neighboring kingdom, very small, but annoying, has been constantly sending raids over the border, disrupting farms and trade networks, which is a huge hassle on my business here, as trade is key to the survival of Hidgety.
Has there been any diplomatic efforts?
Well, let's just say our king is not the greatest at diplomacy.
I need to ask you, is Pools the name of the place?
Yes, Pools is the name of the kingdom.
Okay.
P-O-L-S. And the people who live there are called the Polish.
Okay. I got real confused because I thought you were saying Polish, and I was like,
Nope.
Okay,
not
so
Polish.
The kingdom.
No, nothing wrong with Polish.
So the kingdom, not one of the cities or
Yes.
like the region. The kingdom is Glenwood, right?
Yeah, we live in the kingdom of Glenwood.
Yes. And so it's like a country, and next to that is Pools.
That's right.
Okay, thank you.
And Pools has been sending raids.
And I'm guessing this city is closer to that border?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Goldon is not close enough to the border where this would have been a concern of you. But Hidji is definitely... It's not on the border, but it's close enough that it can be sending reinforcements to defend and send raids across as well.
Okay.
Katrina kind of steps a little bit closer to this. Cartham, are you in need of any supplies for the war effort?
It's not so much supplies. I mean, we do enough here. It's just manpower. I've had to send my entire militia, which, is mainly volunteer-based, which has left me defenseless here in town, and so the thieves have been running amok, ruining trade, just stealing things left and right, and honestly, it is driving out business, which, of course, with no business here in Hidjity, means everything falls apart, and so that's what we're trying to worry about right now, is how can we balance our manpower.
Now, Lord Cartham, if I may call you Lord Cartham.
Please, I would prefer it.
Good. I don't know you by any other name.
Please do not use my first name at all. The two scribes next to him chuckle.
Raynor just thought of something, but he doesn't. He's really bad at interrupting people when he thinks he wants to say something. So he's just kind of nervously fidgeting.
Now, as we have previously expressed, the main workforce in our town is currently displaced, meaning they are ready to do pretty much anything, and we came here to secure them jobs. Now, I'm not one to leave a job half done. You have just informed me that you have one big job in the scope of many, many jobs that our people, servants of the realm, could definitely help with. Whether that be filling in positions where your militia left, or filling those positions on the front line and allowing your people to come back and work their jobs. And I think potentially we could come to some sort of agreement.
Lord Cartham whispers to the people next to him. They try to assure him of some ideas. Says, "Okay, I am intrigued by this offer. And you're suggesting that members of Goldon would fill in the position of either my militia here in town or at the border, is what you're saying?"
Absolutely. All we would ask is a miner's wage to be sent back to the families of Goldon as servants of the realm.
Well, of course, we would have to communicate this plan to...
Well, let's not get bogged down in semantics just yet. We're just talking. These are just ideas. It's just ideas up in the air.
Serving in the military is not something I wish to force upon minors. Are you sure this is something that your people would want to do? Is fight?
Absolutely, I have no idea.
I'm glad you said that, because Raynor was getting real squeamish about the idea
of,
yeah, let's send all these people off to war, it's fine.
I don't presume to know the thoughts and minds of...
I'm very glad you're saying that.
of every man, woman, and child in Goldon. However, if our safety is in jeopardy, if we are being invaded by neighboring countries, I definitely think that everyone would want to do their part, whatever they could.
And you would say this instead of wanting the silver mine to be in operation again?
Well, it would certainly be less paperwork now, wouldn't it?
He does seem to enjoy this offer.
I feel like when he said that line, it was like the video game thing of like, ding, you have had persuasion points.
The closing line.
Yeah.
I think Katrina...
It's like Mass Effect choosing the right option.
I think Katrina has just kind of stepped back and is just kind of like smiling a little bit and just standing there.
I'm so proud of my boys. They grow up so fast.
Any way to diminish the workload that we are currently going under would be appreciated, whether that be removing these thieves, ending the war, I guess adding more workforce to the available resources. I hadn't considered that as an option. So how about this? If you can help me in any one of those three ways...
I'm sorry, which three ways?
Removing the threat of the thieves network, ending the war, which I highly doubt you would be able to do. King Edward seems to be very adamant on that.
Is that our king, or is that the other king?
That's your king.
That's our king.
Your king is Edward, yeah.
Our king is apparently hell-bent on causing a ruckus.
Small problems.
He's not... I will say nothing about the king. Never mind. We love the king. Anyway,
I think maybe some eyebrows go up in the room at that, probably.
The sweeper guy in the back is just like...
Everyone stops. Everyone stops moving, and as soon as he says, "I love the king," everyone keeps moving again.
Yeah,
like a CD skipped or something.
Yes.
Oh
So
my
if we could
God.
end the war, remove the threat of these thieves ruining my trade, or I guess adding more manpower to the availability here of Hidgety would ease my work, and I would be willing to start thinking about that silver mine transaction.
Sir, if I may, I had another question for you, if you have the time, regarding this network of thieves you mentioned.
Yes.
Are they an organized group, as far as you know?
Yes. As far as we know, they are one organized group. They have a name.
Would they happen to have armbands?
Oh yes, that's the only way we've been able to identify them. For some reason, these thieves want us to know that they are united, and this is how they identify themselves, with a red armband with a black diagonal slash.
Son of a bitch!
We're somewhat familiar, as it turns out.
Their name is Shadow's Clutch.
Shadow what?
Sounds like a Devil's Handbag,
Yeah.
which is a great name for a band.
Devil's Handbag.
Oh, that's going in the list.
Not so much a good name for a shadowy organization of thieves.
The Dark Pocket.
Because it was not just the person who stole Katrina's stuff, it was also the person who was leaving the city
That's right.
and tried to trick us, failed miserably, and then gave some ominous warnings and left.
I forgot he was one of them.
Yeah, see, Rainer's thinking. Yeah, he's making connections. We don't have anything particularly useful to say about them. Information to give to the king here. I mean, not the king.
Well, I'm thinking of a good name for them. They're just thieves, right? Are they
Yes,
doing
just thieves.
anything else? Are they hurting people, or
Nope,
just
just thieves.
stealing?
Maybe a couple times, some muggings, but it's mainly been just stealing.
What if they were just like a gang? What if they were just like the rats or the snakes or something like that?
Coin rats.
Coin rats.
I feel like coin rats would work as like a derogatory name that other people are
Yeah.
calling them as an insult. Like those filthy coin rats.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But that's probably not what they call themselves.
I feel like a group like that would probably like revel in that sort of like notoriety.
That's a good point.
And so that's probably what they gave themselves the name then after they kept
Okay.
it
Yeah.
as the coin rats?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
So then, to fade back in, it's the
They
coin...
are called the coin rats. This
They're-
is the first thing they've been called.
We call the coin rats a huge nuisance, really, more than anything. They haven't caused a lot of destruction or violence, which would make them easy to spot, but they have been very sneaky, hence the name of rats, and mainly just been enough of a problem that it's been driving out business, and many merchants have stopped frequenting Hidgety and avoiding it altogether, which is actually more dangerous for travel because they have to find less safe roads than the old Elven road.
So, if we were able to fix your thievery problem, you would be able to speed along the process of getting our people into your town?
Oh, absolutely. That would save me so much time.
Fantastic. Then I think we have an agreement. And she extends her hand over the table.
Rainer's like, we do?
Yes, if you can do that, I would be greatly pleased. And he shakes your hand.
I think she just walks out of the room.
Add a quest.
Someday.
Let's get some. Let's add some quests. So for
should I have been writing down all our past ones as well?
so let's do this. We'll do that at the start of our next episode. But
Okay.
add onto your quests. Stop coin
the war.
rats.
Fine.
Stop coin rats.
Rat race.
And as the three of you walk past, the man sweeping gives you a little psst, nudges his head.
And I think Katrina's like, us? You want to...
He's just like, yes, don't let Ulrich hear you. Get over here.
Fucking over it.
And you,
Okay, so we're there.
Yeah.
so you walk towards
We're
him.
in the hallway.
And the sweeper says, "Listen, you're trying to find the coin rats."
And I think Jonathan's like, yeah, we're trying to join.
Listen, join or stop doesn't matter to me. But if you're willing to pay the price, I can
Okay, that's
hook
very,
you up.
That's very ominous. I'm just gonna come out and say it. You
money,
could've-
just money. Like
you could've-
straight up money.
Okay,
just
just,
money.
just maybe say if you're willing to pay a fee. You know, like
Yeah, pay. Just keep your mouth down. Keep your mouth. Ulrich is really attentive. Okay. All right. If you pay me 5 gold pieces, I'll hook you up with a guy I know who can show you where they at.
Jonathan kind of puts his arm around Rainer and looks at him for a second. Goes, all right, I'm gonna level with you. I have 3 gold pieces.
Rainer looks at the guy, and he thinks for a bit, and he says, "Now these coin rats, they're pretty. They're not exactly the most highbrow folks to be hanging around, right? And I would assume that people aren't really supposed to know much about them at all. As far as I can tell, you have put yourself in a pretty tricky situation because we could walk right back over to the Lord over there and maybe share what you just told us.
What did he tell us, though?
That he knows how to get a hold of the Coin Rats network?
I know how to get a hold of a guy who knows how to get a hold of the Coin Rats. Listen.
No.
I just want a little making money. Sweeping ain't the most profitable. But just give me 5 gold pieces. We can make a nice segue.
Katrina says, how do we know your information is legit?
You don't, I guess. I don't know.
So why is it worth 5 gold pieces?
Because it could be worth saving your entire town.
Were you eavesdropping?
I need to...
Yes! Obviously!
I'm
My
a
God,
sweeper.
you are so rude.
I'm a sweeper. That's what
That's
I do.
so
I'm a
rude.
sweeper, yeah.
That's
No.
all I do.
That's what I do all day.
Okay, I need to step out of character for a second because in my head, my thought was, okay, I've only got 5 gold. I do not want to lose all my money in a new, unfamiliar city where we don't even have a place to stay yet. So, my thinking was, what if we turn the tables on this guy and say, hey, we're going to rat you out to the Lord over there and tell him that you know how to get a hold of this criminal network unless you tell us this info. But that seems really schemy and, like, sinister for Raynor. So maybe it doesn't make sense for my character to do that. And that's why I'm at a dilemma right now.
I think Katrina gets real close to him and goes,
Yes, I was hoping one of you two would do it.
well, I think she says, how do you think your Lord would feel to know you've been eavesdropping on all his conversations?
Oh, he most definitely would know. I've relayed him information that I've eavesdropped in other parts of his manor. It's just kind of what I do. I sweep, I listen, keep things clean in a matter of sense.
Are you a snake person? Why do you keep doing that?
Listen, you're gonna... Do you want my help or not?
Well, we absolutely want your help, but I don't want to pay 5 gold pieces just to find a guy that might be able to help us.
That's a lot.
Spend money to make money.
I don't know. That's not relevant in this.
Boy.
Okay, you gonna pay him or not?
With what money?
Your money, Raynor.
God.
Raynor, make a decision.
Wait a minute. Alright. I'm gonna pay him. And if it turns out this info is bogus, we can go tell Lord what's-his-name that, hey, one of the guys in employ at your manor is part of an illegal spy thief network.
So you hand him the 5 coins?
God. Raynor glances at Jonathan, trying to hope for a quick second of, like, what do I do? What do you think I should do? Don't know.
And I think they're both just looking at each other like wide-eyed, just like,
Damn it. Are we within view of the Lord or Ulrich?
No,
Would
you
either
are.
one of them
You're currently
see
in the
coin?
middle of this long hallway.
Okay, so they wouldn't see this
No.
illicit exchange. Fine. All right, I give him 5.
Well, handing people money isn't explicitly illicit.
Yeah, but it would look
Take
weird.
my money.
It would look
All right.
weird though.
So you
I
hand
am
him.
handing you these 5 gold pieces in plain view of anyone who
All
can
right.
see.
Yep.
Raynor Bjornsson, you hand the sweeper
I
5
don't feel good about this.
gold pieces.
I feel like I've lost this part of the game.
He leans in. He's like, okay, at night, head to the Winking Tree Tavern, and there, all you need to do is walk up to the barkeep and ask for the man with 3 fingers.
Okay, first, do we have to do this at night? It's our first.
It's gotta be night.
It's our first time. Can we go to the tavern and then wait for nighttime? Because it's going to be hard to find it without the sunlight. I mean, I don't know the layout of this town.
All you gotta do, just go to the Winking Tree Tavern, ask for the man with 3 fingers, and, well, I don't know how you'll be greeted, but you'll definitely get connected. Oh, hey, everybody. Hey. How you doing? Doing good? That's good. That's good. Oh, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Or not asking. Actually, I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff to talk about today. Some weeks I've got nothing. Some weeks it just all happens to land at the same time. And this is one of those weeks where we got a lot of announcements. And of course, I need some help to give those announcements. And so today, to help me with those announcements, I have the best door guard in all of Hidgety, nay, all of Playdome. It is Ulrich, guard of the door. Give him a warm round of applause. Hello, it is I, Ulrich, guard of the door, and I'm here to tell you some things. Thank you, Ulrich, for leaving your post. Oh, I'm still guarding the door right now. I'm just talking to you through... Actually, that's probably not established how the fictional characters of this world are communicating on the podcast. That just might get a little messy. Anyway, Ulrich, why don't you tell them the usual stuff, and then I'll tell the special stuff. Yes, of course. Well, if you are enjoying what you are hearing, please leave a good review on Apple Podcasts. Let us know what you are thinking. We love hearing all of your reviews, especially me, Ulrich, God of the Door. Yes, actually, a big shout out to Joshy Palms for the review that they left for us on Apple Podcasts. Thank you so much. It was really encouraging to read, and Leroy would definitely agree that he is the greatest hero. So thank you so much for that very nice review. Yes, also, if you want to get more content, more doors, and more Ulrich, please follow us on Instagram at knights.quest and on Facebook at knights.quest.podcast, where we post pictures, maps, and things related to the game, like the new 5.1 edition sheets. Yes, we'll be posting that there. Also, something that I want to get started on Facebook is Jake, Jamie, and I, we text each other some of our favorite quotes from the episodes as we re-listen to them, and I thought it would be super fun for all of us, the community, to kind of share what our favorite quotes are from the episode. So if you want to post that on the Facebook page, I think that'd be really fun, just to post the quote and what episode and what character said it, maybe even have it out of context. Or you can leave a comment on one of our Instagram posts. Yeah, so I just think it'd be really fun if we could start getting those quotes around, just because of the pretty funny stuff. Ulrich, you got anything else for them? No, I actually have to go back to guarding the door. There are some scallions walking around begging for candy, and they're saying tricks and treats. Ulrich, that's Halloween, and that was a couple of days ago. So you are behind the times and uninformed. But I do actually have one more announcement for all of you. It's a big one. So a couple of weeks ago, we had our bonus episode, The Out of Context. Well, we have another bonus episode coming out this Monday, and it's a different style. What happened was, in between recording 2 episodes, Jake, Jamie, and I, we started chatting, and we were talking about what we thought about the show, some of our favorite moments, just kind of having a short conversation as Jamie was making dinner. And I thought it was really interesting. And so we're going to be posting that on Monday, and we've dubbed it Nighttime, kind of like the show after the show kind of thing. So we have that prepared. We're going to be releasing that. Please check that out. Let us know what you think. And if you enjoy it, again, we'll make more of them. If not, we'll be thinking of other extra content for you guys to have, just because we like making it, and we hope you guys enjoy listening to it. But yeah, please leave a review. Tell a friend. Tell one buddy. Tell one person that you know that could... you think would enjoy listening to the show. The word of mouth is really the only way that we have to advertise this show. And if you like listening to us talk, check out Jake's podcast, Pen Sword, new episodes every Tuesday, and I will actually be guest appearing on that show this coming week, so make sure you check that out. I'm pretty excited for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. But otherwise, thank you guys again for tuning in, listening, and all of your support. We really do appreciate all of that. Hopefully we get to see some of your favorite quotes. And next week, we're going to listen as our heroes start to dig deeper into Hidgety and learn more about the coin rats.